doing it. So my life ended up getting ruined though at 18 years old when I got to CSU. And I say ruined because that's when my life really changed for real at that point. So I had a roommate named Chaz. He was a part of ROTC. And we had a Bible thumping guy in this ROTC. Because I talk a lot. And I don't mind talking to people and talking, get to know folks. He called the dude name was Jazz. Jazz called Chaz and said, hey, is Chaz there? I said, no. He said, okay. Well, I said, hold on a second. Are you that Bible dude? Yeah. I'm about to come by the room. I said, all right, then come on down here. Not knowing I'm about to mess up everything that I was planning on going to get the 21-1. He come down to the room. He started talking to me about how he living for God for real. And I looked at him dead in his face. So you mean tell me you done heard the 21-1 and you ain't getting on nothing? Oh yeah, bro, I'm doing it right. How many times we heard somebody say that before? Your closest friend around you who's supposed to be going to church on Sunday, going on Monday, start all over again, doing the same thing you do. And he actually was living the example. I said, okay, whatever, dude. Okay, sure. I'm literally just got through the night before that, just got through smoking blunts, smoking weed. I thought I smoked before, but I smoked with this dude from Chicago and I thought I was gonna die. Like Chicago got different weed going on. And I smoked with him because he smoked so much. Well, I'm like, you're not fazed by, he smoked playing, and this is when NCAA was first coming out. He smoked so much. I'm like, you're not fazed at all. So I said, let me hit it. That was it. My whole chest was bumping. I was scared. I thought I was going to die. I said, God, if you get me out of this, I promise I'll get my life together. If you get me out of this, I won't do it ever again. And I did. And that's when Jazz showed up. Small things. I said, all right then, man. So this dude, Jazz, came to the room. I talked to him. I didn't believe in my homeboy. Anthony came to the room and said, hey, Troy, man, what you doing? Because I'm trying to come and get that. So it's another thing. I used to have flicks. Y'all know what flicks are? So, pornos. You know what pornos are? This is when you had them on tape before it got on your phone. But so he coming down to the room to get a tape. All right, so hey, before you go though, Anthony, come and sit down and listen to this dude talking about he living for God on campus with 21-1. I'm trying to put him on blast. That ended up saying, that day went by, didn't think nothing of it. That guy Jazz came by the room again, like 2 weeks later, and said, hey, what you doing today? So what you doing here? He said, hey man, I just want to see if you not doing anything, you want to go play basketball. I said, man, I'm bored. I really ain't got time. Man, you ain't doing nothing. Y'all ever seen commercials to college? You ain't doing nothing, go to college. You ain't doing nothing. I said, well, all right, then I'll go play basketball with you. Not thinking nothing of the basketball time. So we went down to a church called Bethel. Y'all familiar with Bethel Word Outreach down in Brentwood? Went down to Bethel. We played basketball. Long story short with that, he said, hey, Troy, man, when we get done, let's go pray right quick. You ever pray for God to come into your life? I have. I did it every Sunday. I done went down the front, prayed, got the oil on my head, and went back and started back on Monday. Didn't think nothing of it. Sure, let's pray about it. I don't mind taking some prayer. Give me some prayer. We prayed, and for some reason that night in 2001, something changed. I didn't try to do anything different. It's just something in me at that point. The decision I made that I thought was going to have no type of consequence on it ended up changing my life forever. Went back to the room. All of a sudden, I remember I couldn't stop cussing. I used to cuss a lot, like all the time. I was rapping. All of a sudden, I stopped cussing. It's the small things. But all of a sudden, now my desire to do something was a little bit different. All of a sudden, I became fire and brimstone. I mean, everybody going to hell. If you ain't doing something right, you going to hell. You going to hell. You gay, you going to hell. Everybody was going to hell. I was that guy. But also, though, I started learning that you got to have some grace in that whole process, too. Because when I done fell off and did something, see, oftentimes you go fire and brimstone because you think you're perfect. Until you find out you're not, and then you start changing your messages just a little bit and say, okay, I know what it's like to go through something. Let me be an example to you.